Hello, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Sanket here, and let's break down today's market price action. It's Wednesday, September 18th. Let's get into it. As always, we'll be taking a look at broader market analysis, then bring down to sector analysis, and then we'll take a look at possible setups ahead. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So looking at market analysis today, let's just jump right into the headlines. And today was a big day as we had the FOMC rate decision. And here we go. We got a 50 basis point rate cut. Now, if you take a look at this was again more than what was expected, but I think it was all priced into the markets. If you look at the Fed Fund futures, they were already pricing in a 60% chance just before the rate announcement. They were already pricing in a 60% chance for a 50 basis point rate cut. So I think if you take a look at the price action, especially in the equity markets, then take a look at bond markets, then take a look at the US dollar. We didn't get that crazy move that you would expect because a lot of that was already priced in. Now, if you take a look at the numbers here, this was a bit of a turnaround today because initially all the markets went up, but then it really gave up all its gains in the final hour. As you can see, Dow Jones closing slightly lower, S&P same as well, Qs taking the lead there, and small caps surprisingly were flat for the day. Oil did pull back after rallying for 3 days, I think. We're getting a nice little bear rally there. And even gold sort of pulled back as well. So if you just take a look at the advanced decline ratio today, the numbers weren't as bad, 59% to the downside and 36% to the upside. And if you look at the market breadth, it definitely looks good over here, 66% in the green and 34% in the red. Now, let's just take a look at the chart because this is where everybody was expecting a big breakout. And if you really pay attention to this candlestick today, we did break out. We just didn't end up holding the gains. So we are still away from that resistance as we don't have this encouraging candle. I think we can still pull back a little bit and then perhaps try to attempt to break out again. Remember, a lot of that, the price action, like I said, was all priced in. We got some big runs going into it. So we got a bit of pretty much buy the rumor, sell the news kind of a price action. Now, once that price action settles down, market digests the news, I think we'll have to look forward to what the follow-up move is going to be. Now, if you take a look at outside of the S&P, the Qs they never really attempted to break out, but on S&P, they did break out. Now, if you take a look at the equal weighted index, the S&P, you can see that this thing was already broke out. So we got a bit of a reversal candle today. I expect this to be a little pullback that might be a good buying opportunity into. So overall, again, if you look at the heat map today, there's some names still held up okay. Again, it wasn't a big percentage change. I know we lost a lot of the gains. I think that was sort of a big story. But outside of that, it was an okay day. It wasn't a really bearish day. It just ended up giving up a lot of its gains. Now, as far as the outlook goes, what's changed? Nothing really has changed for me. Now, in the next couple of days, we have the option expiration coming. We have a lot of the things that are expiring. So we are going to be maybe holding off of that and then see if this is going to be a good buying opportunity as we pull back off this level and digest that news. Now, as always, we're going to be staying on the right side of the markets. I think there's definitely more upside to the markets here than the downside. I definitely have more on the bullish side than to the bearish side. So let's just jump into those trades here. On the bullish side, the first one I have is Kava Group. You can see beautiful high base, looking for a potential breakout. So a bull call spread on this one. Here's the next one, Affirm, similar pattern. We got right up against the resistance, looking for another bull call spread on this one. Here we are. Third one is Carvana. This thing, you can see that already broke out. So I had a bit of a tail today, but you can see that still end up closing above the highs here. So this one again has been on a pullback. And it's coming up very nicely. So it looks like a nice opportunity to go long off this bull pullback. Now, here's another one we have. It's GE. You can see this thing already broke against the resistance. Looking for some sort of a pullback, some sort of consolidation to really buy into. And the other ones that kind of look similar, they go in this period of consolidation and they break out. So this is Shark Ninja. You can see this thing is, making another little high base pattern here. But again, overall, I think the direction is definitely onto the upside here. And the last one is Dash. And I know I had this one for quite a while. This is, again, consolidation phase. And it looks like it wants to break out higher. So a lot of these trades are either about to break out or they are in the first phases of it. So I like these patterns because they're not overextended, but they're likely to participate in the move if the market the market breadths broaden here. On the weaker side, well, these ones I still have it on the down list. Again, we have the energy that has been pretty weak, but getting a little bounce here. But if you take a look at this crypto stuff, here we are looking at Micron. This thing is looking pretty weak. You can see they're just making a low base here. So like a bear call spread on this one. But take a look at the Coinbase. Similar thing, bear rally below the 20, below the 50, like it on the downside here. And here we are, another one, Riot. Remember all that big rally that we saw in the markets? Well, we don't have this kind of rally in these ones. So clearly showing relative weakness that we continue want to follow. So in markets outlook here, I think overall the market stays bullish. Maybe just a matter of time. Maybe we'll spend next couple of days consolidating or pulling back. But I think as we sort of have this shallow pullback, I think those probably be a good buying opportunity there. As far as the economic report goes, not a whole lot tomorrow. We have the unemployment claims, but that's pretty much it. So the big overhang is really behind us. So now we can just look at relative strength of weakness and look for the right timing here. As for the earnings goes, the only big one I found tomorrow was the FedEx, but that's pretty much it. So this is, again, we're going to be going to the option expiration. I think once those fall off, I think it would give us a good sort of an opportunity to load up for the next expiration there. So that's the game plan here. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy trading.